Most of the drugs that we have that keep us alive today exist because of war. And I don't mean that metaphorically. War is the single biggest accelerator of how we're able to develop drugs for humans. And the reason is that when thousands of soldiers are dying from infection or from blood loss, or pain, it puts a lot of pressure on the governments to develop drugs that go from nice to have to national security priorities. Penicillin, for example, was discovered in 1928 but sat on a shelf for over 10 years. It had to take World War II and the US War Production Board to fund the studies that were able to help us scale this up from a lab curiosity to this mass produced drug that we know penicillin to be today. And that's because in World War II, soldiers were dying from infection. And so they had to run this accelerated clinical development program across multiple pharmaceutical companies simultaneously to find a way to stop the soldiers that were dying from infections in war. It's the same thing with morphine, where dosing protocols had to be refined during the American Civil War. And the same thing with blood typing and transfusion sciences, which were only able to advance because of battlefield casualties that forced researchers to solve how we thought about compatibility problems in real time. And so the uncomfortable truth about war is that even though it's hard and people die, sometimes some of the biggest breakthroughs that we have come from some of humanity's worst behavior.